Hello, dear fourth graders. Welcome to the English class. Today we will continue our topic concerning energetic systems and we will talk about its basic elements. Some of the elements in these systems are turbines, generators, transmission lines, transformers, power plants, etc. Let's start with power plants. As we have already learned and mentioned earlier, a power plant is an industrial facility for the generation of electric power, and power stations are connected to an electrical grid. Many power stations contain one or more generators, and the energy source harnessed to turn the generator varies widely. Most power stations, as you know, burn fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas. And besides fossil fuels, we have clean energy sources like nuclear power and renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, wave, geothermal, and hydroelectric. Turbines. A turbine is a device that harnesses the kinetic energy of some fluid, such as water, steam, air, or combustion gases, and turns this into the rotational motion of the device itself. A simple turbine is composed of a series of blades and allows the fluid to enter the turbine, pushing the blades. These blades spin and eject the fluid, which now has less energy than it did when it entered the turbine. Turbines are used in wind power, hydropower, in heat engines, and so on, and we have several types of them, like steam turbines, combustion gas turbines, hydroelectric turbines, wind turbines. Here you have a picture of a turbine and its blades, and above it you can see a generator with its parts, stator and rotor. I mentioned here generator, so let's see what's generator. A generator is a device that converts a form of energy into electricity. There are many different types of electricity generators. Here we will mention electromagnetic generators that use an electromagnet, that is a magnet produced by electricity. A basic electromagnetic generator has a series of insulated coils of wire that form a stationary cylinder called the stator, surrounding an electromagnetic shaft called a rotor. Turning the rotor makes an electric current flow in each section of the wire coil, which becomes a separate electric conductor. Turbine-driven generators. Most world electricity generation is from electric power plants that use a turbine to drive electricity generators. You can see here, in a turbine generator, a moving fluid such as steam, gases, water, wind, pushes a series of blades mounted on a rotor shaft. The force of fluid on the blades rotates the rotor shaft of a generator, and the generator converts the mechanical or kinetic energy of a rotor to electrical energy. Transmission lines. Transmission lines carry electric energy from one point to another in an electric power system. They can carry AC power or DC power, or a system can be a combination of both types of power. Electric current can be carried by either overhead or underground lines. The main characteristics that distinguish transmission lines from distribution lines are that they are operated at high voltages. They transmit large quantities of power and they transmit the power over large distances. We have three types: overhead, sub-transmission, and underground transmission lines. Let's talk about each type. Overhead transmission lines share one characteristic: they carry three-phase current. The DC voltage transmission tower has lines in pairs where one line is positive current line while the other is negative current line. Sub-transmission lines carry voltages reduced from the major transmission line system. And underground transmission lines are more common in populated areas. They may be buried with no protection or placed in trenches or tunnels. And here you have a picture of an overhead transmission line, then sub-transmission lines. Here you have an underground transmission line that is buried in a tunnel, and here you have a sub-transmission power line which you can see in our streets. Transformers. I think that you know that we have already mentioned transformers and the two types of them, so let's repeat that transformer is a passive electrical device that transfers electrical energy from one circuit to another through the process of electromagnetic induction. We have two types: step-up transformers, which increase voltage levels, and step-down transformers, which decrease voltage levels. Three parts of transformers are primary winding, magnetic core, and secondary winding. These were some basic elements of energetic system. Please listen to this presentation carefully and try to remember as much information as you can concerning these elements. That would be all, and we'll be in touch.